Questions 1 through 5.
Listen to a conversation between a teacher and a student.
Excuse me, sir, but could I ask you about our final exam? I'm not sure how to prepare and study for it.
Well, listen, all you guys. The final exam will have the same number of questions as the midterm, but the final will have short essay questions, while all questions were multiple choice for the midterm. The exam will cover all the material we've studied this year except for Units 2, 3, and 7 in the textbook. But none of the material studied on field trips will be on the final exam.
I see. Is there anything else I should know about studying for the exam?
You know, this semester we've learned community and culture in our society and basic economics and business. In the community and culture part, you should review many different phenomena in our society. In the part about economics and business, it is important to know the definitions of the economics terms. And, you should review your notes and go over your previous quizzes and tests. Although the exact questions won't be repeated, some of the information may be used on the exam.
Mr. Smith, I was sick for a few days during the semester, so I missed several quizzes. What should I do?
Well, if you missed some quizzes, you should write some reports by next week. Drop by my office after class and I'll give you the subjects for the reports.
I see. Thank you.
Well, this exam is worth 45% of your final grade. If you guys didn't do so well on your unit tests or quizzes, now is the time to make up for it.
Now get ready to answer some questions about the conversation. 1. What are the speakers mainly talking about? 2. According to the conversation, what will not be on the exam? 3. What is compared between the final exam and the midterm? 4. Why does the teacher mention the exam is worth 45%? 5. What can be inferred from the conversation?
Questions 6 through 10.
Listen to a lecture in a biology class. 2 of the most common types of illnesses are a cold and the flu. People sometimes confuse the two because often the symptoms are similar and both are caused by viruses which may be passed from one person to another. Actually, a cold and the flu cause many of the same symptoms, but the common cold is less serious than the flu. Cold symptoms include a runny nose, a fever, a sore throat, an inability to hear properly, and a headache. Like those of a cold, symptoms of the flu are a sore throat, a pain in the chest, coughing, shivering, sweating, and muscle aches and pains. However, when you catch the flu, you immediately get a high fever. You'll feel weak and tired. Then what should you do when you have a cold or the flu? The best thing to do when you have either of them is to take plenty of rest. It's good to stay at home in bed. Don't do too much physical activity. Also, drink lots of water. This will help keep your body from losing too much water and will also make you feel better if you have a high fever. Drinking hot lemon or honey tea may be effective if you have a blocked nose. For both these illnesses, it's important to remember that medicine can't cure them because they are caused by viruses, not bacteria. But medicine can be used to relieve symptoms such as muscle aches, headaches, and fever. Now get ready to answer some questions about the lecture. 6. What is the main topic of the lecture? 7. What advice is not mentioned for dealing with a cold or the flu? 8. How does the teacher talk about the common cold and the flu? 9. Which of the following is a feature of a cold or the flu or both? Tick in the correct box. 10. According to the lecture, what can be inferred about medicine?